Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the e-frag studio live here in Belgrade. This is e-frag TV. My name is Georgi. Moving on with the second match of the day, Romania versus Lithuania. Your analysts a little bit different. This time is the Dusan Svojic.
Hello.
And our special guest star, Kasad. Hey, what's up?
Hello.
Okay, so starting off with the second match of the day, Romania-Lithuania. First match, Czech Republic won against Bosnia 2-0. But focusing on the second match, Svojic, your thoughts?
Yep. In this one, Romania should be the favorite, at least on paper. But if Lithuania can repeat the form that they had in the first match, yeah, they played against Moldova and it was pretty easy, 16-1, 16-2. But if they can repeat what they had in that match, Toras with some amazing aim, I gotta say, maybe they can make some trouble to Romania. I mean, maybe they can put them to the test.
Kasad, do you agree that Romania are the clear favorites here, or
Yeah,
maybe Lithuania has a chance?
It should be 2-0 for Romania. I mean, looking at the lineups, and the Romanian lineup is pretty strong for their country. I think it's maybe the strongest. Maybe, I don't know, this Ryder guy. I don't know about him, but the rest of the lineup is pretty strong for their scene, and those players are played together in the previous team, so they know each other. They played the same as Slovenia. They played all the time together.
Yep.
They have developed CS:GO scene. Even it's not like a top tier or something, but they have their own events. They have their own leagues.
They have the consistency throughout the
yeah, and
years.
of course it helps that in their community that there was a major last year in their country. They have DreamHack stops, they have PGL, their league, and they're constantly developing, and the new players are popping up, and they're playing okay. I mean, the previous 5 months, some of their teams have had a decent result. Let's say XPC played against Dignitas overtime on Mirage or something, and they attended so many online leagues, and they're okay.
They're always there.
They're okay, yeah.
Yep. Svojic, we found out a little bit more about the Lithuania's lineup because last time some of the players we saw for the first time, but now let's see who plays in this duel.
For Lithuania, right?
For Lithuania, yeah.
It's a little bit different lineup than the first match against Moldova.
Okay.
Instead of Kalinka, it's going to be Quick. Okay. I'm guessing this is the lineup. Toras,
Yeah.
Misha, Viker, and Crew. Toras was amazing against Moldova. Yeah, like I said, it was a stump, but then again, I think he had 30 frags in 17 rounds of Mirage, right? Overall, he had plus 34 in what's that? 35 rounds. So that's pretty okay. Misha, he plays an op, did an okay job as well. He had plus 31. Kalinka is missing. I have info that Crew is here. He's also the guy from VWS. Like Toras and Quick, Quick is replacing Kalinka, and he's their captain. Not sure why he's not playing. He was one of their, besides Toras and Misha, one of their better players. On the other side, even though they stomped Moldova 16-1, 62, I don't want to bash a guy, but Viker, he was in negative KD, even though they lost only 3 rounds. So not sure how's that possible, but
Who knows? Maybe it was just bad luck.
Just another small thing about Lithuanian lineup. As I saw now, they're playing with Misha. He's their in-game leader, I know that, and he's playing for Romanian team exactly, called AIM Club.
AIM Club, yeah.
AIM Club, playing for Romanian team. So maybe he knows something about those players, about their player style or something. And maybe he can be an asset. Maybe he can be an asset for his team, additional bonus stuff that he can provide for them.
And BTN at one point played for AIM Club, so I don't know if they played together or at different times, but maybe they are ex-teammates.
Yeah, they obviously
The guy from Romania.
Well, yeah. Going to the lineup of Romania. Kasad, will you do the honor, please? Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see who will play for them today, since last time Kozmin was doing all the job, and you, Kasad, said that he's definitely a player to watch. And
he's like a 17-year-old Kozmin. He's their rising star, and I think he's gonna be. I would pick him as a player to watch in this matchup. He's really good. I remember him in the beginning. He was okay, making some mistakes, some silly mistakes when I was watching the previous matches of Romanian PGL and stuff they used to play. and like in time he become better and better, and now he's really good, and he's only 17 years old, and so he can be like one of the rising stars. Of course, they have Semnite and BTN, Ryder, Kozmin, and Xelo, and those are the players that are playing for two different teams, Team Nexus and Team XPC. So Kozmin and Xelo and Semnite playing for XPC, and BTN and Ryder playing for Nexus, of course. And it's a mix of players, like I said, that know each other, and they should
have been playing for a long time.
They should have like that teamwork that can work for them, and that can provide them with a wider map pool in this matchup, so they can actually have like maybe some kind of a surprise pick or cobblestone or something, or maybe overpass, maybe something like that. We will see. If I were them, I would go for that.
You think that Kozmin is one of those uprising stars,
Yes.
upcoming stars?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I mean he's not right there like some like HS, or I'm not gonna mention Xantares, but like he's not right with HS, but he's getting there. He's playing really good. I think he needs some more of official matches, big matches he can play, and he will get there.
Basically experience.
Yeah.
Switch, you wanted to say something, interrupted
Yeah,
you with
I
a
mean,
question.
talking about Kozmin, he's only 17. He plays for XPC, like he said. But the whole of XPC, I mean, I think they're currently the best in Romania, the best team there. And looking at the other two guys that we're going to have today, it's Seminte, he's only 19, and Xelo, he's only 15. And in the match against Macedonia, I mean, even though the score doesn't tell it, it's 16-7 and 16-8. It looks like Macedonia had a chance. It was the first half was always both times 12-3, so it was quite a stump. Just Macedonia getting a few rounds back after winning the second pistol round. But Kozmin and Xelo, they played really well. Xelo with that AWP, only 15 years old, and I think he also played really well.
Okay, let's do the veto process. It looks like, Kasad, that you said that Romania maybe are going to go towards
some kind of
those
surprise
cobblestone
pick,
or nuke or train or even overpass.
No nuke. I
No
don't
nuke?
think nuke's gonna make it there. But
Maybe overpass.
Maybe overpass or cobblestone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go there. It should be a smart choice, but
In their first matches, both teams banned train as their first ban. We'll see if that that happens here. Both teams in the first matches also played the same two maps, Mirage and Cash. And Romania, I think Kasad is surprised maybe.
No, but basically that's what you thought.
No, basically I was expecting this, but let's see the picks first.
Okay.
For
Nuke expected.
no train banned yet. It's going to be Dust2 ban for
I
Romania.
expect Mirage now from Romania. It should be Mirage.
I think that was their pick. Yeah, that was their pick against Macedonia, and they pick it again.
It's their best map, like their community, like their all top teams of Romania is playing really good Mirage.
And I think this is going to be cash for if they're gonna, Lithuania, they're gonna stick to their game. It's going to be Mirage Cash, the repeat of both games of both of these teams. So let's see the decider. Overpass. We have Cobble and Train left, right? Yeah.
Left, right.
So let's see what Lithuania decides to. That they're gonna decide
Train.
to go to Train if needed. It's going to be Overpass ban for Romania and Cobble for
The
Lithuania.
interesting thing is, in the last matches, Romania picked Cash and Lithuania picked Mirage. So basically, they did each other a favor there.
Romania has also a pretty solid Cash. I mean, if you take a look on what was the Premier League, something called the Balkan Championship or something that was being played like 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
They played a lot of Cash and a lot of Mirage, and between each other, like with the Bulgarian teams and Romanian teams and all the Balkan teams, actually they played a lot of Cash and Mirage.
Yeah.
So they are pretty okay with that, and I don't know how much they practice, or are they back from vacation or something like that. I don't know nothing about their form, but if it's like there was like 3 months ago or 4 months ago, it should be really easy two maps for Romania. Yeah.
So do you agree that this veto favors Romania?
Not sure. I said it before, Romania favorite on paper, but Lithuania also played that Mirage and Cash. Yeah, it was against Moldova, but I think they have something to show. We'll see.
I have no faith in Lithuania, like zero faith.
Why is that?
I don't
What's
know.
with the underdogs?
What's
I mean,
what's up with
do
that?
we have some official odds of this match? No.
No.
So who is the underdog?
Well, it's the underdogs are the ones that you say are the underdogs.
Okay then.
So you pick the underdogs. You can say that Romania is the
So
underdog.
my opinion is
Go with that.
more important than yours. Okay.
No,
thanks,
not mine,
thanks,
but
thanks,
official
thanks.
one. There is no an official one.
Thanks,
But
George.
in this case, you're right, actually. Yeah, I'm the one who's asking questions, and you're the one who's
No,
answering.
I mean, jokes aside, I truly think that
Yeah.
Romania is gonna beat them heavily.
Yeah. Okay, we'll see. This is just, I think we have enough time. I want to talk about the teams, the best teams. Which teams do you think are the best ones in Europe? And which teams you think that will take those 3 slots for the LAN finals? And do you think that they can win against USA, or USA is one of the favorites for winning the whole world championships?
Okay, the best team in Europe is Mouse Sports.
Okay,
You mean
speaking about the nation.
my
Yeah,
bad.
I know.
My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
My bad. iNation, yeah. I mean, Serbia. Oh
No.
I don't know about the lineups of the Swedish lineup. I know that Denmark doesn't have a single Astralis player. Am I
Yep,
right?
that's true. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have a single Astralis player, so I'm gonna count them out immediately.
Yep. No, doesn't matter. They have
No.
config. They have KGB.
No, I mean, if Sweden goes with Get Right, Olaf, Krims, Forest, whatever,
Yeah.
Denmark doesn't have a chance. I don't know about the French lineup. They love to play here.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
stated that clearly. They love Belgrade. They love this event, and they are always bringing their best lineup.
Yep.
So top 2 should be Sweden, no, Sweden, France, and I don't know about Poland.
Poland also played a couple of times in Belgrade, and they
I would
came
love to
with
see
the best
them
lineup.
there, and I would also love to see Russia here.
Right, that's what I wanted to ask. Yeah, Russia. How about Russia?
They always try so hard on this event. They always want to come here. And
Yeah.
I spoke with Hooch back in the United States when we were having some lunch in E-League and something. We talked about this event, and he enjoyed it. Belgrade. He enjoys Belgrade, Serbia, and our people. And he's always can't wait to come back here. So I would love to see them again in Serbia.
That's great
But
to
yeah,
hear.
top 2 teams should be Sweden and France.
How about Germany? Do you think they stand a chance?
Oh, I
Tough
don't know.
question, you know.
I don't
Now
know.
you're in a pickle.
I'm
what
gonna
to say.
sabotage them. I'm gonna practice.
Yeah.
No national teams, just practice.
They're going to be like NBA teams. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so no chance for Germany, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
I didn't
Oh,
say no chance. I mean, they have a chance, but Serbia have a chance as well.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Lithuania won the 9th round and picked CT side. Yeah, the CT side. I didn't hear correctly. Okay, so it was starting off with Mirage, which is the first map on a CT side. Do you agree with that? Do you think that gives them at least some edge?
It's the same thing against Romania. I'm expecting to see because I remember how Romanian teams used to play Mirage. They are always rushing middle control, middle without flash, only middle, and
5
middle.
people in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. 5 people just going for middle. And like we talked about, when you're playing against a mix, it's always better to start on the T side because it's easier to do your stuff, to get some loose style, freedom, and stuff like that. So I don't really agree again with the CT side the Lithuania picked, but again, maybe they feel better. They just feel better there, and I don't know.
Straight moving on to the predictions. Your thought for this map?
16-6.
16-6.
7. 16-7.
Okay, 16-7.
I'm going to say 16-11. Also Romania, but I think Lithuania is going to put up a fight.
Yeah, nice safe choice. Nice safe pick.
Okay, ladies and
Addition.
gentlemen, the second match of the day, Romania versus Lithuania, map number 1. Mirage, your casters for today, Mega Man and Herald. Take us away, guys.
Alrighty, thanks again, George and the analyst desk. We are live into this one. It's Romania versus Lithuania. You can hear the analyst desk give a clear favorite over to the Romanian side. They were talking about teams that they think, or nations that they think are going to be a threat into the grand finals to go into the LAN for this event as well. And unfortunately, my constituent over here, he's not going to have a stake in the claim as UK was denied. Hey, Harold? You can stay silent all you want. That's fine.
I will.
You can play
I
the
will.
silent game.
I will. Don't worry.
Well, I had to get the dig in while I can. USA, USA, USA. Let's go. All right, so into the pistol round we go, and again, like they said, I also expect to see a pretty good showing from Romania. It's going to be a fast push in towards the B bomb site. They've got crewing around the corner. It's going to be Luke to find the opener. As Cosmin goes down, Ryder going to be able to get the trade, but he goes down immediately afterwards as well, and it's favoring so far the CT side of Lithuania. They're going to find another one. Viker, he's tucked back behind bench right here, and it's all going to be down to BTN. What can he possibly do? Nothing at all. And a very sound round from the Lithuanian side.
Yeah, nice opening into this one, and it's a good start. So Lithuania, straight in, straight out, shake it all about. Don't do the hokey cokey, just turn it around. That's what it's all about. And Romania going to be left 1-0. So going into this, who would you say is your favourite?
Player or team?
Team.
I'd give the edge to Lithuania. I will say that Torres, when we watched Lithuania before, Torres was a force to be reckoned with, so look out for him to do a little bit of damage for the Lithuanian side. So he's going to be able to pick up the kill into this round, but finally dropped by Cosmin is going to be Misha. It's going to be a 4 versus 1. They should just go for the peek here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. He can't get out. He's stuck behind a rock in a hard place, or a wall in a staircase. That is going to be a second round on the board here for the Lithuanian side.
Yeah, so Lithuania just keeping that one clean and easy. Clean and easy! No. Romania going to be on 0. So back into this round. Pistols across the board. Not too much that they can get done. And hoping to go into the third round with somewhat of a stronger buy. They can get a bomb plant here. Happy days. Maybe they can get a an AWP, but 15 HP on BT internet. That's not going to work out too nicely for the Romanian side. And frankly, wouldn't want to be him. That's not a great start into the round. Taurus going to be opening up. 1 kill comes through. And he's going to be looking for the second onto Ryder. And he's going to find a headshot comes through. And now Yellow. Or is that Yellow? How on earth do you say that?
Excello.
Excello? Okay. Oh, I accept this. Excello. Glock in hand. Just hoping that he's going to be able to get an opportunity. And there it is. Gets the old triple action spray down in. But the trade will come in. Vika and Misha both going in. And it's all onto Semite. What? Semite?
Cemente?
Semante. Roger that. English is not my my forte. Only joking. I'm much better than you. Anyway.
Oh, wow, man. You just... Alright. There's one thing that I can't hold over your head, and that's the fact that your country is not good at Counter-Strike. 3-0 to open this one up. Lithuania off to a good... Often rolling into this one. Misha's going to have the AWP. We will be seeing the rifles shuffled around here in the CT spawn. It's 5 AKs. I want to see Cello get that AWP again because he's another one of those young players, and he was extremely dynamic with that, especially on the CT side of this map, but it's actually going to be a leg shot from Misha to open things up, and it could be a dunk nade to the top side of mid, but look at that mid control. They were talking about it before. All 5 players to go into mid. Let's 4 this round. One over in the Palace Halls.
Yeah, so far, Misha doing massive work in the war of attrition, bringing those Romanian players down on HP. And not only does it mean when they go into the fight they're going to be less likely to win, but it also means they're less likely to take the fight. And that can be really damaging for your morale going into any round. Ryder, here he is in connector, and he's hoping he's going to get an opportunity. He's just playing that lurk, and it's a great position to lurk from. You can really cut off rotations, you can throw a fake, you can do a lot of things from that position. So really powerful, strong play there from Ryder, as long as he just stays alive and doesn't expose himself, excuse you. Anyway, moving towards that B-bomb site are the other 4 players of the team. They're hoping to get in, get that bomb down, and then go into their after-plant positions and let Ryder do his work. And he's going to peek out now, takes 1 kill. He has been spotted, but that's the perfect fake. You can see now, Misha, he was considering going over towards B, but that's it. Now that he's down, they will head over towards B. The calls come in, and you can see that attrition early round. Kills on kills on kills. It's all on Yellow, and he's gone down. So really nice round coming in there from Lithuania. I feel like a little bit too early from Ryder, but he did what he could.
Yeah, and that's. I mean, he did what he could. There was inevitably he would have been found out eventually, based off of if he didn't peek out and they go for the rotate back over to B. Most likely, a player is going to push down into connector and go around for the catwalk flank, especially since 5 of them were still alive. But a really good start here from the Lithuanian side, and again, I mean, it's just a lack of kills. There's only 4 kills on the board so far in the opening 4 rounds for the Romanian side. They only got 1 kill in the pistol round. They were only able to answer back with 1 each one of these rounds. They've gotten a kill or a round, but it hasn't been nearly enough. You can see trying to get out in front of this A ramp is going to be one player, but it's Torres to find two and a third. He got an ace from this position the last time that I saw him play, but it's only going to be the 3 before he's finally traded out by Zello. That's going to leave it in 1 versus 3 now as the trades go again, and Cosmin does manage to find himself an AK, but Veto knows exactly where he is, gets the peek out, finds the kill. This round down, but not out just yet for the Romanian side. Cosmin with 43 HP. Here's the op rattle off a shot. Here comes the peek out, and the timing is on Kruin's side. He's going to be able to take him down in a 5th round on the board now for the Lithuanians.
Yeah, Lithuania really starting this one off strong, and it's nice to see. But Romania are back onto the bite, and this time they have an AWP, so potentially they can do some more damage, get some more work done. But Misha, he's been effective. He's definitely been showing that he's a viable player. And of course, this is Mirage. Mid control is so important. You need to be taking that mid zone, you need to be making it your own and showing the other team why you're in control. As Xello not going to be able to win against Misha. That's what we love to see here. AWP duels are great, and this time Misha going to win. Torres, though, he's going to eat the AK of Cemente. And he is going to lose his head. Not lose his mind. He's dead. See you later, my friend. Luke G is being tagged up there in Poorhouse, but he's staying alive. And he's got some support now coming in, but it's not going to work. Vika does find a kill and make it a double kill there. So, definitely could be worse in a 2 versus 2 situation. The bomb not quite over towards B yet, and if they can find the kill here onto BTN, powerful stuff. Misha going to find him. And now, I'm not sure why Cosmin is still going towards B. This doesn't strike me as a good situation. There's no need to force it with 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining. This is Mirage. You can go where you like. I'm not sure I agree with the decision to go B here, but if it works for him, hell, give it your best shot. As Misha going to be holding down his angle. I like the way Lithuania are playing this, and Misha, he is a potent AWPer, and I'm loving the scene.
That was a really fast shot. The only thing that I could think of is him going towards that B bomb site at the end of that round still was that he would go slow enough to provoke the rotate to go back towards A and a second guess on the Lithuanian side, but that's not the case. And Lithuanian doing some serious work thus far in the opening 6 rounds. I mean, they do lose a couple of members into that last one, but again, I mean, it's a sensational start for them. They've got an okay economy behind this as well, so if they lose one, they should be able to rebuy into it. It's going to be a pretty standard A hit here coming out from the Romanian side. They do get spotted Cosmin up there in Palace. And now the push is on. They're going to open up. Zello's going to be able to find one Cosmin onto Viker. And now they find themselves with a 2-man advantage, but they've got to deal with Misha in this AWP.
Yeah, he's going to fall back, get out of dodge, and hope to re-engage at a later point. But I'm not sure I like that decision. He could have done a lot from the position he was in, holding back pushes and whatnot. But he has fallen back, given the to Kruin with the M4, and this could be Romania's first round. It's definitely the best chance that they have. Ryder up close and personal. It's going to go down. Cosmin very low, needs to be careful. Good tag there through to Cemente, but there's no kill coming in, and this could be it. Misha, 89 HP, 1 versus 3. The pistol would do it, but it's not enough. He's going to get taken down despite a valiant effort from the Lithuanians. But if Lithuania reset the enemy now, this could be incredibly powerful. Kruin needs to drop that AWP over. I don't like that decision. I would like to have seen an AWP on Misha. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it.
The end of that round was actually a little bit crazy because all 3 of the Romanian players were so incredibly low. I think the highest HP value was 24 HP on one of the players. The other 2 were sub 10, so that 5-7 could have done some serious work into that round. Unfortunate that it's not going to connect the bullets and they do lose that round, but Lithuania is still with a 5-round lead, 6-1 going into the 8th round, so a lot of work left to be done for Romania into this half. And this is the first time that we've actually seen the CT side of Mirage look like the CT side of Mirage that we're used to seeing. Good nade there, dunks onto the catwalk player, and Luke just going to get knocked down to 47 HP and have to play a little bit more reserved moving forward into the remainder of this round. So they decide to take the bomb, though. It's going back around towards T-spawn, so it looks like it's going to formulate it into an A hit. Xella's got a good angle here. Torres, if he pokes his head out, he's dead.
Yeah, so Xello, nice opening comes in, and that's just trying to secure and solidify Romania into an advantage to get back into this game. Of course, only 1 round on the board. If they lose this, it's all over. Lucci getting aggressive, going to get taken down by Ryder, and once again Ryder from that position doing damage. Vika will go through, double kill comes in, and he's keeping himself alive. He needs support now. Vika can't be let to die, and it's going to happen. Misha is holding down the position, and the AWP comes in as Zello takes down 1. Now Misha, the last man alive. They know where he is. He's only got the M4 to play with no AWP in his hands. But Xello maybe doesn't know that he's there, so this could be a kill onto Xello. They don't seem to know that he's here. They should do, because they did spot him out. Zello going to be going down. And now the last man, Cemente, is getting that bomb planted. And it is going to go down. But with the AK in hand, there is definitely potential. There's a one headshot kill. And there it is. Misha finds the kill. And that is 7 rounds on the board. 1 versus 2 clutch. And Misha proves why he is such a dominant player in this map.
Even has enough time to go up there and get the AWP before the defuse comes in without a kit. That's fine. That's a good round. That's a 2 versus 1 that's going to be won by the Lithuanian side. Now, the problem herein lies, I expect to see, I want to see Romania invest into this round. I want to see them force into this round because they know how much damage they've done. They won 1 round. They killed 4 players. And yeah, they're going to invest into this one. This is the right call from Romania's side because they know that the economy for the CT side is in shambles. If they can even if they lose this round, if they take 3 guns out of their hand, they're still doing some serious economical damage to them. And that's the biggest thing, is they've dropped 9 weapons off of the CT side in the past 2 rounds. That's a lot of money that they have to spend. And already a little bit of mid-presence coming out from the Romanians. So Misha's going to be back a little bit here. He's going to get smoked out in window. Nade goes over to chair. He's not going to find the damage. Or what did you call that? Delpan. Nice opening pick, though, comes out from the CT side for Lithuania. So they're at least going to hold the advantage for the time being.
Yeah, just for now. It's going to be Lithuania up. But the thing is, Misha has that AWP, and I love to see that. Misha and Lucci, although Lucci's been more of a silent fragger, he's up there. He's 11-4 right now, which is definitely nothing to be sniffed at. And I don't think that shows on the scoreboard, because he has just been Was that a sniff? Did I just hear a sniff?
It was a sniff.
Someone kick this man. Get him out. Get him out.
Nah.
Anyway, the push will arrive on the B-bomb site. And there are 2 players to defend this one. Taurus ready to deal with the lurk in mid, but he's not going to spot it out. Oh, he does escape with his life in his hand. BTN going to get 1 kill, but the bomb has been dropped, and now in a 4 versus 2 situation. The rotate's coming in, and Zello has to do a lot of work, but he can't. Lucci takes him down, and it's all on the lurker. Cosmine, can he work this out for his team, or is he going to save onto that AK? I think the latter, is the better choice. I think that's what he's going to go for. He's going to get out of dodge, hold onto his weapon system, keep that flash, that Tech 9, which he can drop to a teammate, and happy days. But if he goes for this, it's going to be real dangerous. 7-1, it's going to be 8-1. Lithuania really are just pulling out all the stops here. Misha and Lucci, the men of the hour. And really, we're not seeing anyone in Romania step up like they are.
Fun fact of the day, number 1 from Mega Man. One of the predictions is already wrong from the desk. 8 rounds for Lithuania. That already... I'm not sure which one threw out the prediction for that one, but somebody said 16-7 for Romania. That's already out the window, boys. So Lithuania doing some serious work here so far. The opening 9 rounds, they get 8 out of them. Coming into the 10th right here, and it's going to be an AK with Glock support. Not a lot that they're going to be able to do into this round on the Romanian side. They're going to go aggressive in mid here on CT. That's going to be Luke pushing on up. BTN was out around the corner with the bomb on his back. He's got to be careful because this top mid control right now, this fast flank from Luke could really be a detriment to their terrorist side strategy here. And he's going to continue to push through. I like this idea. As long as this smoke is out, that's going to hold them back from Kruin's vantage point. And if Luke can flank this, this is going to be a massive slaughter in these B halls. And he thought really twice about it, but he's going to go up.
What really miffed me round is that Cosme hasn't given that Tech 9 to one of his teammates. That really gets me. One of his teammates could actually be doing damage here. BTN going to get a kill there with a P250. But one of his teammates could be doing damage, and instead he's allowing his teammates to go in with the Glocks. Why you would do that, I have no idea. BTN, drop that P250 to one of your teammates. Have 3 effective players at least. Yeah, man alive. Come on, it's very, very simple teamwork. That's a little bit of communication. Lucci going to come in from behind. No long-range capability on those players. They go straight down. And Ziello left with a Glock in hand to do absolutely nothing. Does that not just really get to you?
Take a breath. Take it down a notch. I feel like you're at about a 9. I'm going to need you at a 2.
I'll give you a 2. Don't know what
that
means,
little
but
thing?
it's aggressive.
But yeah, that does trigger me a little bit. That, you know, if you've got the extra utility, you've saved the AK, you've got the armor behind it too. Throw over the Tech 9. That's a little bit of team play. Could have maybe gotten another kill out of it. I mean, the play of the round was from Luke. I mean, that fast flank and everything was great. Excello and Cosmin, though, going to be able to open up into this one. Misha over here from jungle. He's not smoked off, so he gets clairvoyant shot there onto Ryder. And that's going to be a good opening coming back in for the Lithuanian side. You see the rotate coming around to CT. There's no smoke over there, so if they hustle, they can deny the plant. They don't actually deny the plant, but they're able to at least get the kill. Cemente comes in with one. Where is Luke? He's coming around from jungle. He's been the player so far. Spots out one. Should be able to get that kill, but he's going to hop on the bomb. Can he defuse it? Nope. They are going to find him. And a second round finally on the board here for the Romanians. They lose 2 players into the round, so they're going to have to buy back down into this next one, and you can see how that's going to affect the economy. CT side's going to have enough money to buy. And again, if they win this round, it's going to be another reset for the Romanians, so you could potentially see an 11-2 scoreline.
Yeah, definitely. Lithuania are really playing this one nicely. Their CT side is on point, and although Romania have a really good buy in this round, Lithuania definitely looking strong. So it comes down to, can the AWP be put to work? And apparently, yes. Zello finds the first frag. Vika from below, not going to be able to do what he's done in the past few rounds. Goes down after just getting 1 kill, but 1 kill is better than no kills, to say the least.
Luke's already in T-spawn, too.
Yeah, Misha working his way in. And Cosmin is going to be watching the angle. Luke will cross over, but Misha down, Luigi down. And Crew in the last man alive. He's going to save that weapon because the economy for Lithuania is still not too strong. Despite keeping 4 players alive for the last 2 wins that they had. I'm not sure quite how their economy is so low.
It was those 2 rounds prior that they cost them a lot when they... Before they strung those 3 rounds together, the 2 rounds, yeah, they might have kept a couple of players alive into that, but, I mean, they lost 5 guns and then 4 guns. So they were already on a miserable buy. And then they didn't really get a whole lot from Romania as far as picking up AKs or anything like that afterwards, so they didn't really save a lot of money. So we will see a save come out here from the Lithuanian side. Looks like it's going to be a stack over towards the B-bomb site, and bomb dropped at top mid. We'll have to see where they end up taking that in the long run, but so far it seems to be a pretty decent guess here from the Lithuanians. But it's a good start. I mean, 9 rounds already on your CT side coming into the final 3 rounds of the half. I mean, you've already solidified at least at worst case scenario a 9-6 halftime score. Losing this round and then buying into the next one, they might double save here and then go for the buy in the final round. Which
I think I'd rather see that.
Yeah,
to be honest.
And you could see the 10-5 then.
Yeah, I think the thing is, Misha has been so powerful on that AWP. I just want to see him back onto it because
I
at the end of
agree.
the day, it's potent.
You want to give yourself every opportunity into the round that you possibly can, and having the lack of utility and the lack of firepower is a huge detriment to that effect. It is going to be a push towards the B-bomb site, though. They do have a lurker there in mid. It's going to be Xello to find the opener. And this is going disastrously bad right now for Lithuania.
Yeah, I mean, not the greatest round there, to be honest. But
well, they were mostly on stock pistols, though, so not a lot you can do there.
I don't like this. I'm really not a fan. They are going to have M4s, which is good, but they lack utility. They don't have the AWP on Misha. Sure, Lucci, he's definitely been going ham with the rifle, but I'd much rather see them just go for the eco, take the win. Misha going to go straight down there. He didn't have the AWP, he didn't have the capability of taking that jiggle peek properly. He's going to go down. So
honestly,
already...
he shouldn't even be watching that.
No, he shouldn't.
He shouldn't even be trying to jiggle peek in window. There's no need for that at all. Let them have mid control. That's fine. Yeah. You can give up mid control as a CT on this map and still be effective into the round. Tor's going to get traded out. Finds Xello, but he's going to go down to Cosmin. So it still saves a man advantage for Romania, but it's going to have to be Lucci, as you call him. They're not ready for the lurk out of Palace, and Viker goes down trying to look over and support his teammate in connectors. So this is a round for Romania, and if you look at the money situation, even though it's going to be 4 rounds in a row for Romania, Lithuania is going to have absolutely no money.
Yeah, and if you look at it, it's purely off the pick at the beginning and then the mid control. Thing is, it's fine to lose mid if you have all 5 players alive. That's fine. There's no problem with that. Of course, it'll make your life easier if you have mid, but if you have 5 players alive, it's fine. If you have a 4-on-5, you don't have mid, then there's no way of winning because Romania can quite happily just go into every round, trade through, and they're going to be absolutely fine. You saw that happen there because the pressure gets put onto mid. You see players stop watching their angles, they start looking towards mid, they start getting distracted, they lose the picks. It really is as simple as that. There's no 2 ways to it. So it is going to be 5 rounds to Romania and Lithuania on a weak bye. Now you've got to make the decision. Do you have 2 buys? Or do you have 1 very strong buy? And Lithuania have gone for the 2 buys for whatever reason, but
no, I
go
go
choice.
100% of the time I go with the strong buy.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm sure that's something, you know, that the analysts will break down after this is all said and done. I would have preferred to see them double save there and have a more formidable buy. You would have had full utility into this round. You would have had everybody on an M4, and you had an AWP in the hands of Misha. And that's what you wanted going into this round. Not a scout and FAMASs with no nades. I mean, they have one flash left. They have one kit to work with. You're talking about sacrificing a whole lot into a round, and potentially instead of getting 1 out of the last 3 rounds, you get 0 out of the last 3, and you give up a 5-round run from Romania, and that's going to allow them the opportunity. They were up 9-1 at one point. Lithuania was up 9-1. I mean, this is going to turn out to be a 9-6 half.
It's the decision between potentially winning 2 rounds or knowing you're going to win 1 round. That's the decision you have to make. And they went for the luck. They tried to grind it out and it didn't work. Romania take the 9-6 scoreline, which on a map like Mirage, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, this isn't a bad score for either side. But it could have been better for Lithuania.
Exactly. And it's just disappointing to see.
Yeah, and that's just kind of the way it is. And you look at the scoreboard here, and you see 13 kills for Cosmin. Excello's going to be on 13. They were talking about Cosmin being the player to watch for the Romanian side, and he's not disappointing as of right now. But Lucci at 18-9, and then he's got teammates down at 7 kills. They're going to need to really start picking up the pace. You saw Viker get a couple of nice impact kills in a couple of rounds over towards the A bomb site, but the biggest problem is that almost every time that the terror side went towards that A bomb site, they got it. And it relied heavily on the retakes. You saw that 2v1 from Misha. You saw the Smoke Ninja Defuse attempt a couple of rounds ago. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out. Now, this is interesting. They're going for B Hall's aggression. They've actually pushed Cemente up. And he's going to look for a very aggressive angle. And he's going to get nothing. So that puts BT in a compromising position as they push forward.
Yeah, BTN trying to do some work here, missing 100 shots. Luckily, his teammates are doing the work for him. Vika is going to be able to get back in there, but he's all on his own. His teammate is long gone. And with the bomb in hand, he needs to either stay alive or get some kills. And neither of them are looking quite good right now. Now all on to Lucci. 1 versus 3. And not in a great spot. He's coming in through kitchen, but they know he's there. Ryder watching his angle. Cosmin with the USP at long range, just getting ready to take his head clean off if they come in, and already he's headshot. He's got 20 HP, but at least he does get himself 1 kill. Looking to try and find some more. 1 versus 2 is doable, but with only 20 HP, it's going to be very difficult. They don't even need a headshot, they just need to click once on his body. The timing working out for him, but Cosmin's going to come back in and take him down.
Yeah, and again, I mean, it's Excello and Cosmin that are alive at the end of that round. Cosmin picking up 2 kills there. That's going to allow him to get onto the M4 into this one. He doesn't have a lot of utility behind it, but it's okay. He's got the head armor. Scout comes out for BTN. No bomb plant means that they're going to go for a full buyout here for the Lithuanian side. Picking up 2 Desert Eagles, a couple of Tech 9s, a P250. They've got a smoke and a flash. So they've got decent utility behind this. They all have head armor as well. So they have a decent little bit of money moving forward. But the big thing about this right now is that Romania have an opportunity to get back up to even keel, back up to a 9-9, barring a disaster into this round. So it's a good recovery from Romania, especially considering that they were down 9-1, and they've rattled off 6 rounds now in a row. Opportunity to get 9 rounds in a row, or 8 rounds in a row, pardon me.
Yeah, potential is what they're going to have to rely on. And it's not looking good. Taurus will go in and get himself a kill straight off the mark. He's going to be hunted somewhat, but he stays alive, which is what matters. Cosmin is going to be able to take him down there, which is a little bit disappointing, but at least they get themselves onto the site. Nice shot from Lucci to bring BTN down, low HP. And despite the great early aggression, this has turned into somewhat of a fractured round. Cosmin is aware Misha position. Despite the recovered FAMAS, Cosmin knows he's there. Misha going to go down, but it's a trade as Crewin finds 1 more. And Lucci looking for more with an eagle in hand. Now a 3 versus 2, and the bomb is going to be planted on that A bomb site. As Cemente moves over, luckily Cosmin able to get 1, make that 2, and the bomb goes down. Now all onto Lucci, the eagle in hand. Head armor to play with, and this is looking good. And they finish this round off. And Romania keep themselves coming back into this because it's been a streak and it's been looking good. Lucci finds 1, but 1 bullet will end him, and Cosmin is that 1 bullet. Takes him down and puts 9-8 on the board.
And that was an ace from Cosmin as well in defense of that bomb site. So not only does he ace it, it comes down to a 1v1 in the long run, yeah, but no bomb plant for the Lithuanian side. And that's the detriment into that round. They really needed that bomb plant to move forward. That would have made their 4th round buy a very formidable buy. Unfortunately, they don't get the bomb plant. So Cosmin is going to be able to pick up the ace. He's now 23 and 8. That's 20 kills, 3 assists, and 8 deaths. To kind of go toe-to-toe with Lucci at 23 and 11. So a little bit back and forth on both the chords right now. Let's see what happens into this one. Lithuania gearing up for a rush. B don't stop. They've got Cosmin around the corner, but it's going to be Mente to find one. Cosmin answers back with 4 of his own. That's now 9 kills in 2 rounds for Cosmin.
Yeah, looking good now for Romania. Back into it, 9-9 up, and hoping that they can continue this lead into this game. So, let's see. Romania, can they get back in, or are they going to be staying where they are as Lithuania pick up their first bye? Now, important to note, no AWP is out for the T side here as Cosmin works his way into mid, takes Veto down, and Lucci, although he gets the trade, Misha gets taken down as well. So, it's a 3 versus 4, but Lithuania still not in the worst position. If they recover that bomb, get themselves into a good spot, Veto could be taken down here. He will be tagged up, but no kill coming through, and the bomb will be recovered. Looking like a B play could be the most vulnerable spot of the Romanian defense. But right now, Lithuania just playing it cool, playing it collected, and seeing if they are going to be able to get in easy. Bullets will be exchanged as Taurus takes down Mente, but the trade comes in. BTN not going to give up just yet. No bomb plant is in. 50 seconds remain. BTN very, very, very low on HP. The flashbang comes in to obstruct his vision. And Yellow dead. Now it's a 2 versus 2, and this is looking doable for Lithuanian to wear a man down. Let's not forget Lucci. Bomb in hand is going to drop now all onto Kruin. Finds 1 kill, and the last man is so low. A single bullet will clean him out of this game. BTN needs to be very careful as to how he moves. The shadow should have been seen, and there it is. The kill comes in. Kruin takes him down, and that is the round. Lithuania back in and back alive.
What a crazy culmination there, but look at this. Because there was so much economic damage in the last couple of rounds, they went down to... They lost 4 players in round 17. They were able to keep all 5 alive, and then they lose 5 into that round. They're going to force back into this one. Excello's going to be on a pistol and a FAMAS for Ryder. The rest of them are going to be on M4s, but they don't have a lot of utility. It's just Cosmin, who got 9 kills out of the 10 out of the last 2 rounds for the Romanian side. So he's going to have the best buy out of anybody that's in the server right now. The rest of his squad, though, is going to be a little bit struggling. Zello underneath the balcony here in the 8 bomb site. Misha is up top. We haven't really heard much from Misha so far in this half. It's been Lucci. It's been a dominant force here for the Lithuanian side at 22 kills now. 25 for Cosmin. They're going toe-to-toe for the time being. See what kind of strategy comes out, because mid-control has been taken by the Lithuanians.
Yeah, Lithuania, not the best buy in the world, but then again, Romania also having money troubles. Somewhat of a recession in play for the Romanians. Although if they can take this round, reset Lithuania themselves in a great position to continue in this game. Kruin getting a bit over-aggressive there. He's lucky to keep his head, he's lucky to keep his legs. And that Molotov was interesting. Very, very interesting. He is going to get taken down by Cosmin from behind, and so the remaining 4 players have to work their way onto this A bomb site with 3 players defending. Ryder, Xello, and BTN all there to defend. Xello going to go and take 1 head clean off. Lucci will be able to trade it out, but Xello's still alive. Someone needs to take him down, and finally Misha will be the man to do the damage. Low player over towards the stairs. That is going to be BTN, but Cosmin able to find himself a frag means it's still in a 2 versus 2. The HP advantage firmly in the hands of the Romanian side. No utility for Misha to play with here. He will be able to get this bomb plant, although he really shouldn't have. Cosmin should have been covering that angle. But Misha, we saw him play incredible at the first game, in the first half. But can he make this clutch? Misha, 2nd time in a row we see the clutch come through. And it's insane. Lithuania just keep going. Pound those doors down and go through the other side with a win under your belt.
Well, you know what they say, man.
What?
After all these years, you never know what's going to come through that door.
Get out. Go home. Somebody fire him.
Hey, man, you're the one that brought up doors.
You're
Maybe
me.
you should hold the door.
Hold the door.
So, Misha, 1 versus 2. That's going to force the save from Romania. That's going to allow Lithuania an opportunity at 12 rounds here. That is a brilliant recovery from them. 28 kills for Cosmin, only 8 kills for Ryder. Oh, and that's unfortunate. He was looking for the rifle. And fortunately for the terrorist out of Lithuania, Torres wasn't boasting a rifle. He only had the Tech 9. Cosmin goes down to Kruin at the top side of mid. Late lurker coming from underpass. Not sure what BTN was doing. Stuck out in front of that smoke as Lucci's going to be able to take him down, and that's another 2 kills on the round for him. Kruin finishing off the round, and that is it. 12-9, Lithuania in the lead.
Lithuania really jumping back into this. They may have lost the pistol round, but they definitely haven't lost hope. Hello, Orp out on Misha. He is just working with the AK, and he's going to have to figure this one out if he wants to get back in. Of course, after a lovely clutch last round, he is feeling indignant, happy with his performance so far. So, great start into it. 12-9, of course, and looking real good for Lithuania. Lucci going to take down Cosmin. Zello unable to do any damage as Lucci will go down, but it's a trade frag. So it does favour Lithuania going into this one. And looking pretty good. Looking pretty good indeed. Now, let us bear in mind, this is Romania's pick.
Yeah, and this would be a big win for Lithuania. I mean, I hate to call out the analyst desk on this one, but man, every time that they call an underdog, it seems like the underdog ends up winning. Because Bosnia wasn't supposed to lose. And our matches yesterday, like the UK was supposed to be the favorite, and I think the other pair that we saw play was also an underdog one. So it's been the story of underdogs all week this week. So pretty impressive stuff, especially since Lithuania is able to battle back into this round. Xello is able to pick up 2 kills, but it's now down to a 2 versus 3. Still got a lot of work to do, and Xello loses his life to Misha, who's starting to really hit his stride now in the last couple of rounds, up to 18 frags. Just 8 kills behind Lucha. So pretty good revamp here from him as he's starting to step up for his team now. And Ryder, all by his lonesome, just going to sit by connector and pray to God that nobody comes pushing his way.
Yeah, I don't think he has much chance of surviving here. If Kruin spots it, yeah, he's just going to take him straight out. So 13-9 turns into a really tough spot for Romania. Of course, like I did mention in passing, this is Romania's map pick. So Lithuania, if they can take this and then move on to their pick, which I think is going to be Cash, I mean, this is trouble.
Yeah, we could see another underdog 2-0 right here. I mean,
yeah,
we saw
absolutely.
Bosnia get dropped 2-0. They lost their map pick initially in overtime. This is another save round for Romania, so this is Lithuania's prime time to get up to that tie point. And then if they win the next gun round, I mean, that's pretty much put it to bed. So, I mean, they're hitting their shots right now. You can see Kruin catching up now. Viker and Torres are having a relatively subdued match so far. And they're going to go full aggression on A ramp. And there's the support. Misha's going to be there. Viker finds 2. Misha supports his teammate. They're cleaning out this A bomb site. It's all down to Xello. And Kruin's going to be able to find that kill. So they only lose 1, and that's Torres. And what I told you before, when I cast Lithuania the other day, and their BO3 before this, they played on this very map, and Torres was the one that was absolutely dominant. Dropped something like 28 or 29, maybe even 30-plus kills in like a 16 to... I can't remember what it was, but they won 16 to a small margin. And just looked really, really good.
Yeah, nice kill there from Smiente. Does need to double that one up. And he is on 4 HP after all. Still, it's a good opening. If Romania want to get back into this one, of course, Lithuania, if they win this round, they have won the game, and that's pretty scary stuff for the Romanians. Although, there is still hope. Through Shadow till the end of days. You know what that's from? Of course you do. Lord of the Rings. Nice kill comes through from Taurus, burning Cosmin to death. Send that man off to the Burns Wall, get him on an ambulance, and whiz him off. Of course, if you're in America, make sure you give him his checkbook before he leaves, because you do not have free healthcare.
Ouch.
Ouch. I hope you aren't saying
I don't think
because
you.
otherwise you're going to have to pay out.
I don't think that you need. Oh, nice. I like that. That's good. Just a bit of bands. Just a bit of bands. I don't think you need to call him an ambulance, dude. I think you need to call him a hearse, because there's no way he's getting up from that one. Getting roasted down to the floor, tagged up by those AK bullets, and finally dropped over there. So we're going to be even strength 4 on 4. The hit's coming in towards A. This is going to be Ryder. What can he possibly do? Spots one out, has to adjust his aim, and he gets Kruin low, but he doesn't finish off the kill. And remember, that was a nice shot from Kruin. Finds BTN in jungle. And exactly like you said, blimey. He's going to rethink his plan here as Excello going in on 2. Both of the CTs coming around from CT spawn. Excello, look at how low all 4 of the players are. 5 HP for the CT side, 31 HP for the terrorist side combined.
Good, so very good at maths.
Yep.
Yep. Excello, 1 HP, 3 kills in the round. Kruin, 14 HP, 2 kills in the round. This is so close, it's insane, but Kruin is the man to do it. Holy cow, that was insane. If Excello hit that collateral, this could have been a different game, but he doesn't. Kruin clutches for his team, and holy smokes. Lord, Mother and Mary, Virgin Mary, please forgive me for my language, because that was bleeding heck crazy.
What else is crazy is the fact that Cosmine's on 28 kills, 23 kills for Excello, and nobody else has hit double digits on their team. Everybody is at least in double digits on Lithuanian's side, so a little bit of back and forth here, but the buy down from the CT side, they have no nades, they have no kits. No utility whatsoever to speak of for the CT side at all. So they're putting all their eggs in one basket as best they can. I mean, you might have seen somebody pick up a 5.7 or a UMP just to get a nade or 2. But man, they got nothing into this round. Cosmine's going to be able to open up. It's top fragger versus top fragger, and he wins that one. But I mean, what's the point in dropping 29 kills when you're down 6 rounds?
Yeah, absolutely. And although Lithuania, they've made a few interesting choices. What was that shot? That was quite cool. Anyway, despite the fact there's been a few interesting choices made by that Lithuanian side, they're definitely coming out on top. And coming into a game like this as an underdog, you're not a massive underdog. You know, there's always that potential. So I love to see this. Lithuania just coming alive, showing that a little bit of teamwork mixed with a little bit of skill really comes off and pays dividends when you put all of that together into your
Harold, do you want to know? Do you want to know something else crazy though?
What?
If they would have done the double save and gotten that full formidable buy and gotten that 10-5 scoreline, this match would be over.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Excello opens this one up, doubles it up, can't triple it. It's Taurus, last man alive now, and he will get taken down. And Romania will take themselves around. But the thing is, I still see Lithuania as the stronger team in this matchup right now. Unless Romania want to take a little break between this game and rethink their lives, this could be relative trouble. But still looking real good for both teams, mostly Lithuania though.
We've actually got the op back in the hands of Misha right now. Kruin had it last round, was nigh effective with it. So we'll see if Misha can do a little bit more this time around. Cosmine on Cat. Familiar spot for him. He does have the AK that he salvaged out of the last round, as well as Ryder on an AK. But at the present moment, it's going to be a slow play for the Lithuanian side. They don't want to give anything back. If they lose this round, Romania has an opportunity to get the eco and try and get back up to 12 rounds. But it's 15-10 right now, and it's definitely a rough spot for the Romanian side to be in. Molly out underneath the balcony. The push is coming in towards the A-bomb site with a late lurk embedded. It's Misha and Torres to open things up. Simultaneous frags. It's already down to a 3-on-5. What can they possibly do?
I mean, already this is Lithuania looking really good. Try and take this game. Flash comes through. Nice tag is in. And Misha holding the angle, doesn't care, takes the kill. And are the last 2 players. Just BTN and 7 minutes left. We've had so many crazy clutches. We've had so many incredible rounds. But can BTN now double everything that's happened before? 1 kill. But he can't get the second. That's Lithuania with a massive bit of play coming out on top and proving that just because they're the underdog doesn't mean they haven't got the chance.
Yeah, so we saw some really nice skilled play there. 26 kills ultimately for Lucha. Misha ends up on 23 and 20 for Kruin, so they all end up really close together there on the Lithuanian side, but it's far spread for the Romanians at 29 for Cosmine and Excello at 25. We're going to send it back over to the analyst desk, see if they can break that one down and wrap their heads around that, because they all picked Romania to be the favorites into this one. What do you think, George?